Have you ever watched someone realize they were the villain in their own story? My older brother Dylan always made sure everyone knew he was the responsible one. While I was getting detention for stupid stuff, he had perfect attendance and honor roll certificates covering his bedroom wall. Our parents treated him like he walked on water. Dylan never missed a chance to throw me under the bus. When I accidentally broke Mom's favorite mug, he made sure to mention it during dinner 3 different times. When I got a C in math, he'd casually bring up his A+ in calculus. The guy was like a walking highlight reel of my failures. Junior year, everything went to hell. I got caught with a vape in my locker during a random search. It wasn't even mine. Some kid had asked me to hold it for like 10 minutes. But try explaining that to Principal Hayes while you're standing there looking guilty as sin. Dylan was in the office when they called our parents. He put on this whole concerned brother act, asking if I needed help with substance abuse issues. I wanted to punch him, but our mom was already crying, so I kept my mouth shut. I got suspended for a week. Dylan drove me home and gave me this lecture about how my choices were embarrassing the family. He said he was disappointed in me. The whole time, I'm thinking this kid has never done anything wrong in his entire life. 3 years later, Dylan's home from his fancy college for winter break. He's telling everyone about his internship at some law firm, acting like he's already arguing cases in front of the Supreme Court. Our parents are hanging on every word. We're all sitting around the dinner table when Mom starts comparing us again. She's going on about how Dylan never gave her any trouble, how he was always so mature and responsible. Then she turns to me and says, maybe I should ask Dylan for advice about my college applications. Dylan starts this whole speech about making good choices and staying focused. He's using words like integrity and accountability, like he's giving a TED talk. I'm just sitting there picking at my food when something inside me snaps. You mean like when you made me take the fall for your vape? I said. The whole table went dead silent. Dylan's face went white. What are you talking about? He laughed, but it sounded forced. I looked straight at him. Remember junior year? You asked me to put your vape in my locker because yours was getting searched that day. Said it would just be for 1 period. Mom's fork hit her plate. Dad put down his water glass. Dylan tried to play it off. That's not what happened. You're making this up. But I wasn't done. You promised you'd tell them the truth after things calmed down. Said it would ruin your college applications if you got caught. I waited 2 weeks for you to say something, but you never did. The room was so quiet I could hear the clock ticking in the kitchen. Mom was staring at Dylan like she'd never seen him before. Is this true? She asked. Dylan opened his mouth, then closed it. His whole confident act was crumbling. It's complicated. No, it's not, I said. You let me get suspended for your stuff. You sat there and lectured me about responsibility while you knew the whole time it was yours. Our dad leaned back in his chair, processing everything. So when we grounded Jake for 2 months and made him do community service, that should have been Dylan, I finished. Dylan finally found his voice. I was going to tell you, but then Jake got in trouble and I panicked. I didn't know how to fix it. So you just let him take the blame for 3 years? Mom's voice was shaking. The worst part wasn't even the lying. It was watching Dylan realize that every time he'd acted superior, every lecture about being the good kid, every moment he'd made me feel like a screw-up, it was all built on him letting me take the fall for his mistake. He kept apologizing, saying he was young and scared, but the damage was done.